So today, one of the topics, especially this time of year, July, August, September, we get into a lot of questions and phone calls about humidity and lowering the humidity and moisture within homes. So one of the things that we do is accessories to your existing AC units. You can add extra dehumidification with a independent accessory here. This is a Honeywell product, but these duck into your existing home, tie to your existing AC unit. We change out a little bit of the controls. So that way you can adjust and change and set your humidity level in the home and your temperature in the home. So these are great to have. I find that customers who have moisture issues, musty smell issues, or just want to reduce their humidity in the home for better indoor air quality, these work great to add to the existing system and home. And a lot of people that install them find that they can be just as comfortable at a warmer temperature in the home if they can control the humidity better. This is a great addition to any AC system for a residential application. Pre-COVID, air filtration, indoor air quality, it always was a topic, mostly for people with allergies, with asthma-related symptoms, stuff like that. Post-COVID, afterwards, everybody was interested in it. How do I make my indoor air quality better? So it went from, standard media filters, just thicker filters, to people understanding what they meant, what a MERV-rated filter was, a MERV 11 versus a 13 versus a 16. And then just like masks, nobody knew what an N95 mask was, but now everyone in the world knows what an N95 is. So people really started to educate themselves after or post-COVID on their indoor air. Another issue we found with customers calling and talking and stuff is people really transition from working in commercial buildings that are sized for dehumidification. They have the air filtration systems. They have the outside air, the positive pressure, the dehumidification built into commercial equipment naturally. They weren't working in those offices anymore. They were working from home and they were staying in their homes 12, 13, 14 hours a day, breathing the same air over and over again. So after COVID, people really started questioning all that, and we're installing more fresh air, bringing outside air into the house, exchanging the air, drying it, trying to make a better indoor air quality situation for people because they're spending so much time in their homes now prior to COVID. So these, typically we try to install them as close to the air handler, the blower, which is usually in a garage, a closet, or in the attic. We try to install it as close as we can to it, so we can keep the ductwork, going to it to a minimum. Can be run by itself, or it works in conjunction in tandem with your AC unit. It has, needs electricity. We run drain lines to it. So there's no maintenance or ongoing operational things the homeowner needs to do other than just changing the filter, which it has a very simple magnetic door to it to pull the filter in and out of the unit here. So it is added filtration as well for the home. Try to install them in a very serviceable area, but we don't, we realize this isn't going to be the focus point of your house. It's not a piece of art, that's for sure. Warranty on these, 1 year on labor, which is pretty standard in our industry. And then this has a 5-year parts and compressor warranty to it. And that is specific to Honeywell's. There's different manufacturers who have different warranty terms. It's just based on which unit we are installing for the home. Dehumidification with animals isn't, the only time I see that when it relates to animals is some people have large aquariums in their homes. And large aquariums, saltwater fish tanks, stuff, or large freshwater tanks do put off a lot of moisture in the house. So sometimes we have to combat that with these. That's really the only time dehumidification really affects, animals and such. On a residential application, not so much. Commercial, if we're doing like an aquarium or something, you have a lot more dehumidification related stuff to deal with. Those homes we tackle a little bit differently than a new home that's sealed up, wind loaded, everything else, and every gap and crack is caulked and sealed. So those homes actually have more toxic air, if you will, in them from the off-gassing of the carpets, the paints, the furniture. That new home smell is not necessarily healthy smell. Just like the new car smell is not a healthy smell. People love it though, but so newer homes have a different challenge than an older home. An older home has all the cracks and crevices and everything else, so it does expand and contract to where those homes typically need more dehumidification because you have more infiltration through all those gaps and cracks. The newer homes don't need so much dehumidification as an older home. They need more air changes to get those VOCs that are building up within the home out, to get the air moving, get new air in, old air out is what you need more in a newer home versus an older home. So with a dehumidifier, you you can work the AC unit less because you're sharing the load of the house, the moisture level in the house. So this is extracting, this particular model here would do 130 pints per day in addition to what your AC unit already does. So it is helping the AC unit with the load of all the moisture. So when you lower the humidity in a home, most homeowners find it to be more comfortable at a warmer temperature. Because right now, what everybody does without dehumidification is they drive the temperature down to get the humidity down. So cooler air is drier, so on and so forth. So with these, they can set the humidity, say 50% in the home at 76 degrees, which before they might have had to run it at 73, 74 to get the humidity out of the house. And that's why they're driving it. So they're running their unit harder to control the humidity, which is a byproduct of driving the temperature down. To get one of these installed, we would send out one of our representatives, a technician, or one of our sales reps to, take a look at the home, see what size it needs, size of the home, type of ductwork it has, type of existing equipment it has. So we have to tailor it to make it all fit and everything work together as seamlessly as we can. So it would start out a simple phone call to the office, talk to the girls, schedule an appointment, and then they'll schedule the appropriate guy that is familiar with the dehumidifiers and how they're installed, and he can come out, take a look, and give a price.